hello everybody. Adrian, hello. Yeah, so we're just gonna wait a while more for more people to join in, okay? Hi, Jacinta. Today we're only doing P5 math, okay? Because no more P6 for this year. I mean, since the PSLE has ended already. Okay, we'll just wait another 30 seconds more or so before we begin. Hopefully you all have downloaded the worksheet already, yeah? Jacinta, no, there's no Kahoot today. Okay, so if you guys are P4 or P5, we do have an October booster program, okay, that's coming up very soon, 13 to 15 October. Okay, so if you're interested, you can join. So it will help you prepare for your year-end exam. Jacinta, yes, it's online. Okay, shall we begin? So we're doing term 4 revision today. Let's start off with MCQ as usual. Okay, so you guys can try the first question. Which of the following is 805,013 in numerals? Okay, so let me know your answers in the chat. Just give your 30 seconds, okay? It shouldn't take more than 30 seconds. Send in your answers in the chat. Okay, any more answers? Last 10 seconds. Okay, so let's go through this. Most of you say it's option 2. Okay, so 805,000, let's write it out as a numeral first. 805,000. Okay, then for 13 it's just a 13, and then you add it together, you should get the answer. 805,013. Okay, so like most of you said, this is option 2. Yeah, so good job. Option 2. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Question 2. Question 2 is asking you, what is the value of 36,000 divided by 40? Okay, so same thing, let me know your answers. So for this question also 30 seconds, okay? Should not take more than 30 seconds. Oh, okay, Jacinta noted your answer. Rui-En, Flying Goddess, okay. Some of you need to check your answers again, huh? Okay, yeah, let's go through this. Most of you are correct. So 36,000 divided by 40, I will suggest you cancel the 0 first. Yeah, so for both of these numbers, you can cancel 1 0 each. Okay, so let me cancel the 0 like this. So once you cancel the 0, you're actually just left with 3,600 divided by 4. So this one will give you 900 as the answer. This is option 3. Yeah, so I think majority of you got this correct. No issues, right, with this question? It's fairly simple. Any questions so far? Anybody? All good? Okay, so let's move on then. Question 3. Alright, so we have an order of operations question. You can solve it. Let me know the answer. B, I think you gotta try again, okay? Aiden, model question, is it? Yes, I think we do have, one model question today. Yeah, okay, so continue sending in your answer. I will wait for another maybe 30 seconds or so. Ethan, yes, we are only teaching primary school. Yeah. I mean for me, yeah, I'm only teaching primary school. If you're interested, we do have Sec 1 and Sec 2 TikTok Live, okay, but it will be ending soon. So next year we won't have TikTok Live for secondary math anymore. So next year onwards, only primary math TikTok, okay? Alright, so seems like most of you are done. So let's check. This is an order of operations question, right? You learned this in P5. So most of you will use this acronym, BODMAS, that you have learned in school. Okay, so B stands for bracket. Let's calculate whatever is within the bracket first. So everything in front, you just copy it down exactly the same, okay? So within the bracket, I have 3 plus 1, which is 4. And then you can take away the bracket. Hi Livia, thanks for joining. Daria, that's excellent, very good for you. Okay, so we're done with the brackets. Then next, I will do the division and multiplication. So over here, the division comes first. So you will use 24 divided by 4, which is 6. Now, after which, you still have a multiplication over here. So that is going to be 6 times 2, which is 12. And then finally, you are only left with minus. And that's how you get 90 as your answer. Okay, so this is option 3, which, yes, majority of you got correct. Okay, so good job. Yes, Rayan, number 3 is correct. White Lilies, yeah, you joined a little bit late. It's okay, we just went through 3 questions only. Alright, shall we move on? Next page. So you can look at question 4. Okay, and then you can try this question. Serial destination, what time do we usually start the live? Is it? We started at 7 o'clock. Yeah. Okay, so same thing. This question, fairly simple. I'll just give you all 30 seconds, okay? You actually don't need to calculate anything for this question. Yes, White Lilies, this question is quite easy because you don't need to do any calculation. Okay, so I'm seeing all your answers. Some of you very cute, you send me the emoji. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Okay, let's go through this. I think you all are done already, right? For question 4, it says that at a birthday party, each child got to choose one ice cream flavor, and the table below shows their choices. So the question wants you to find out which flavor was the most popular among the children. So actually they gave you a lot of numbers in this table, but you actually only need to look at the total number of children. You only need to look at this column. Okay, so for this column, you just compare the numbers and then you can see that 60, okay, is actually the greatest. So that means that strawberry is going to be the most popular. So this will be option 4, which all of you got correct. Yeah. Okay, so strawberry is the answer. Gerald, can we teach P4 math? Is it? Gerald, we do have TikTok live for P4 math. Yeah. Okay, but it's not today, like it was last week. Okay, so if you are P4, we do have TikTok live for P4. Alright, let's move on. The next question is on time. Okay, so you guys can try this out. Rayen, did I see F1 today? No, I did not. I was busy working. I did not go and see F1. Yeah. Okay, so let me know your answers, huh? Okay, Ken, seems like most of you are done. Maybe last 10 seconds for those who are still trying. Rayen, this is from home. Yeah. Okay, shall we look at this? So this question says, in the movie marathon guide shown below, movies are screened one after another without any break in between. So which movie has the longest duration? So let's check the first movie. The first movie is My Home. Okay, so My Home is from 9 o'clock to 10:15. So this will be 1 hour 15 minutes, alright, for the first movie. So we'll do the same for the rest of the movies. The second movie is You Got It. Okay, so You Got It is from 10:15 to 11:35. Yeah, okay, so Flying Goddess, you said that this is 1 hour 20 minutes, right? Yeah, you're correct. 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay, then your third movie is Time of My Life. Time of My Life is from 11:35 to 12:20. So how long is that? Oh, Flying Goddess, are you sure it's 50 minutes? Is this 50 minutes? 55 minutes ah? Okay, B says it's 45 minutes. Rayen also says 45. Apple user says 45. Yeah, okay, this one is 45 minutes, huh? So this movie is very short. Time of My Life is only 45 minutes. Yeah, then you're left with the last one, which is The Great Save. The Great Save is from 12:20 to 1:20. Okay, yes. White Lilies, Flying Goddess, Hamburger, B. Yeah, okay, all of you are correct. This is 1 hour. Yeah, so once you're done with this, you just need to look for the one that has the longest duration, which is 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay, so 1 hour 20 minutes is for You Got It. So that one is option 2 as your answer. Yes. Yeah, so I think most of you got this correct also. Yeah, good job if you got it right. Some of you have been getting every question correct so far. Yeah, which is excellent. Okay, so I think that was our last MCQ. Yeah, and then we're gonna move on, okay, to our section B. Okay, so can y'all try this first? Gerald, that's a secret. Okay, so find the value of 4.1 divided by 50. Okay, and then express your answer as a decimal. Yeah, so please work this out. Flying colors, you forgot how to do this. You can try it out first. Tick Queen cannot use calculator because this is section B. Yeah, so this is not problem sum, right? You gotta do manual calculation for this. I'll give you 1 minute, okay? Since you need to do some calculations. Gerald, I think you gotta try again. Okay, I'll give you a little bit more time. Oh, Jacinta, happy Children's Day. Yes, yeah, you're right. Today's Children's Day, right? I think most of you would have celebrations in school. Children's Day celebration. Okay, let's go through this. I think most of you are done. I see a lot of correct answers. So just now somebody was saying, oh wait, today no school, huh? Oh, okay, so your celebration was yesterday, then today is a holiday. Okay, that's nice. Right, so just now somebody was saying he or she forgot how to do this type of question. Okay, so 4.1 divided by 50. I would suggest you split up the 50. So the 50, you can split it up into 5 and 10. Wongs, I think you gotta try again. Okay, so we split up 50 into 5 and 10. So let's divide by 5 first. 4.1 divided by 5 gives you 0.82. So this one you can use a long division. So once you get 0.82, then you can divide by 10. Yeah, so when you divide by 10, 10 has 1 0, which means that you can move 1 decimal place. Okay, so when you divide, move 1 decimal place to the left. So like this, you can shift the decimal place to the left. So your final answer should be 0.082. Yeah, I think majority of you got it correct. Okay? Yeah, White Lilies, you got it correct, right? Gerald, you're P4. Yeah, so you haven't learned this, right? Because today's TikTok live is for P5, Gerald. So the questions could be a bit difficult for you. Okay, so any other questions before we move on? Okay, so we have a question. Let me see. Irshad, sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Irshad, is it? You asked why cannot just divide by 50? Because in school, you are not taught how to do double-digit division. Yeah, so that's why we have to split up the 50 into 5 and 10. Yeah. Okay, so you only do double-digit division using the calculator. Yeah. So that's why no choice, we have to split up the numbers here. Okay, so Wongs, you guys do learn division of two-digit numbers only for 10 or 100 or 1,000. Yeah. So that one you all got learn, so you should know. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. We have a triangles question. So AC is the base of this triangle ABC. Name the height that is related to the given base of triangle ABC. So let me know your answers. It's me, Marker. We are going through P5 questions for revision. DRW, we don't do O level, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay, so for this question, I'm seeing a variety of answers. Some of you are not getting it correct, huh? So you gotta try again. And also your answers have to be in capital letter. Yeah. For this question, you follow them and use capital letter, okay? Alright, so yeah, let's take a look. They said that for this triangle, AC is the base. So let me highlight for you. This is the base. So between the base and the height, there has to be a right angle. So some of you were telling me that the height is AF over here. That's not correct, because between AC and AF, you see that the angle is not a right angle. So those of you who said AF is not correct, that's not the height if the base is AC. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what is the correct height. For this question, you actually need to extend the base towards on top first. Okay, so over here you can dotted line. This is where you extend the base. You extend the base until you see this right angle over here, and then you have the height. Okay, so EB will be the height. This is the height in blue. So you can either give EB, okay, or BE as your answer. Yeah, both are correct. So this will be the two possible answers, okay, for this question. So take note, if you use small letter, they might penalize you, okay? Use capital letter. White lilies, you gotta go at 7:45, is it? Is there a break today? Yes, yeah, usually we'll have a break, right? At around 7:30. Yeah, flying colors 7:30, yeah. Then we have just a short break. Okay, shall we move on? Is me, Marker, what book is this? This is not from a book. This is AGrader's worksheet. Yeah. Alright, so next question is on rate. You guys can try this out. There's part A and part B. So the question says, gear A makes 72 rotations in 6 minutes. Gear B makes 81 rotations in 9 minutes. So how many rotations will gear A make in 1 minute? So you can let me know your answers first for part A. Is me, Marker, you're only P4, is it? Yeah, then I think it will be a bit difficult for you, the questions. And also, it's your birthday, is it? Happy birthday to you. Okay, guys, take note, you don't need to send in your answers too many times, okay? In case TikTok bans you for commenting too many times. Hello, yes, this question, the topic is rate. Yes, you are correct. Okay, last 10 seconds to send in your answer for part A. Okay, yeah, I think most of you are done. So let's go through this. We only need to look at gear A, okay? So for gear A, it says that in 6 minutes, it'll be 72 rotations. So if you want to find 1 minute, all you need to do is divide by 6, isn't it? Okay, so for both sides, you divide by 6. 72 divided by 6 is exactly 12. So 12 is the answer for part A. Okay, so for part B, they ask you which gear rotates at a slower rate. Let me know your answers for that. It's me, Marker. We're in Singapore. Yeah. Okay, so about 30 seconds for this should be enough. Wongs, you asked how was PSLE, is it? PSLE, I think this year was, for math, I think it was a little bit difficult. I think it was a bit more difficult as compared to last year for the math paper. For the other subjects, I mean, I can't comment. I can only comment for math, yeah. White lilies, yeah, next year is your turn for PSLE, right? It's okay, you still have time to prepare for it. Yeah, so don't worry too much for now. Alright, so let's take a look at part B, Which gear rotates at a slower rate? So you already have the per minute rotation for gear A, so you need to find out what's the per minute rotation for gear B as well, so that you can compare the both of them. Okay, so now let's look at gear B. Oh, hi Cheyenne. How was your PSLE, Cheyenne? Okay, so let's look at gear B. Gear B in 9 minutes, that will be 81 rotations. So same thing, we're gonna find 1 minute. And then you can find 1 minute by dividing by 9. Okay, so both sides you divide by 9, then this one will be 9. So if they're asking you for which one is slower, you should pick the one with a smaller number. So if you compare 12 and 9, okay, 9 is the smaller number, right? So it means that B is slower. So B will be your answer. Okay, good job if you got B as the answer. Flying Goddess, yes, it is considered, yeah. Cheyenne, paper 2 wasn't easy, is it? I heard that most people say paper 1 was harder though. But if you managed to solve the last question, okay, that's great, Cheyenne, right? The equilateral triangle question. That was quite difficult, right? Irshad, sorry, I keep on cannot pronouncing your name. Do we do Sec 1, is it? Yes, we do have TikTok Live for Sec 1. But we will end in a few weeks. Yeah, so next year we won't have secondary TikTok anymore. Rain? No, unfortunately we don't do Sec 3. Yeah. For the TikTok Live for this year, we only have for lower secondary. Yeah. But next year we're not having TikTok for secondary anymore. Yeah. Once the PSLE paper is not released, but then of course we have some of the questions, right? The more popular questions that are released online. Yeah. Okay, Cheyenne, both paper uneasy, is it? Okay, I hope you did well, Cheyenne. At least you managed to do the last question correct. That's already worth 5 marks, right? Okay, so that's great. Livia, there's no secondary math next year because I think there's not as many viewers for secondary. Not as many people watching the live for secondary as compared to primary. Yeah, so that's the main reason why. Yeah. Okay, guys, it's 7:29, so I think it's a good time for a break. Okay, shall we take our usual 5 minutes break? Okay, then we'll continue. After the break, we will have about 4 questions and then we're done. So it should be quite fast. Zizazo, you got surprise? What surprise? Oh, okay. Ishrat, you're sec 1. You came here just for fun. Oh, okay, sure. You are welcome to join just for fun. Tick Queen is for the next question, right? Okay, noted your answer. Oh, okay. Skibidi, you're free from P6 because PSLE finished already. Yes, good for you. Yeah, you're free. You're right. Oh, Cheyenne, you got the onion question correct also. Yeah, that one was quite tricky, right? A lot of people were complaining about the onion question. Yeah. Oh, Wong's, thanks for wishing me Happy Children's Day. But I'm not a child. How come you're wishing me Happy Children's Day? I should be wishing all of you Happy Children's Day, right? Is me marker you use qubits, is it? You keep raging one of the question mistake. You mean one of the questions there was a mistake? Oh, okay. Then you should feedback to them. Ask them to change their answer, if there's a mistake. Oh, okay. Cheyenne, you took a while to solve the onion question. As long as you manage to solve it, lah, huh? Okay. That's good. Oh, Wong, thanks for the compliment. Yeah, I will take that compliment. Some of you P6, you still watching the live, huh? That means you must be too free after PSLE already, right? Okay, Cheyenne, you did a counter check on your answer. That's great. Okay, so Cheyenne, I hope you managed to get a good score, okay, for your math, and then hopefully you can go to the secondary school you're aiming for. SXH, you are sec 4. You don't know why you're watching. Yeah, I also don't know why. This is primary 5 math. I don't know why you're watching this also. Okay, I guess you are just entertained lah, whether you can solve a primary school question or not. That's fine, Lifelong learning, yes, you're right, Wangs. That's a good attitude to have, I guess. Okay, so we have 2 more minutes for a break. You may use the restroom if you need to, okay? Oh, some of you want to redo your PSLE. Okay. I think many of us want to redo our PSLE, right? If given the chance. Jacinta, you're still young, so you haven't even taken your PSLE. Yeah. Alright, shall we continue? Flying Goddess, you're scared for PSLE. But yours is next year, right? You still have time to, practice more questions and do your best. You have 1 entire year, okay? Don't worry. Okay, shall we look at the next one? Next one is to list all the common factors of 16 and 36. So you need to do a bit of working for this question. Yeah, then let me know your answers. So later we will list out the factors one by one, okay? So just now I think somebody was asking me a question, okay, about whether 1 is a common factor. The answer is yes. 1 is definitely a common factor for any number. Okay, because 1 is going to be a factor for every single whole number. So just take note of that. Zizazo? Oh, really? Do experts say that? 11 months before PSLE, huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, that means they still got time lah. If you're P5, you still got time. You have more than 11 months. Flying Goddess, yes, yeah. You're right, you're right. Okay, shall we go through this? So let's start off with 16, okay? So we will do 1 times 16 first. Okay, you always start off with 1 times the number itself. After that, you can move on to 2. 2 times 8 gives you 16. You can try 3, okay, but 3 cannot. 16 cannot divide by 3. So we'll move on to 4. So 4 times 4. And then you're done. Okay, so then we move on to 36. Same thing, you're going to start off with 1. 1 times 36. And then move on to 2. 2 times 18. And you can move on to 3. 3 times 12. And then 4 times 9. And then finally, you have 6 times 6. Yeah, so we're done listing down the factors. Then we just need to circle the ones in common. Okay, so let's start off with 1. Okay, you can circle it. And then you have 2. There's also 4. Okay, then I think that's it, right? There's no more already. There's no more in common. So your answer for this question will be 1, 2, and 4. Okay, so you just separate your answers using comma. It's fine. Yeah, I think most of you got this correct. Most of you tell me 1, 2, 4. Yeah, that's right. You have a question, is it? What if they ask for first common factor? I have not seen a question that asks for first common factor. Yeah, so usually they will ask you for first common multiple, but not first common factor. Because first common factor has to be 1. Yeah, so I don't think they're going to ask you that question. Once if you list more numbers, will you lose marks? If you list more numbers in the final answer, then yes, it will be marked wrong. Collie, you just came back from AGrader. Oh, okay. You just had a lesson at AGrader, is it? Flying Goddess, oh, you mean the first common factor is a trick question, is it? I think unlikely lah that they will ask you that. Yeah. Yeah, Wong's it doesn't work that way. Unfortunately. Alright, shall we move on? Okay, so there's a bar graph question. If you didn't do the question beforehand, I think you will need to spend some time calculating this. Okay, guys, so sorry about this. I just realized that this question asks you for average, but yeah, you guys don't learn average, right? In P5. Yeah, so average, I think you got shifted to P6. Okay, it's all right. Let me change this question. Instead of average, you can find the total. How about that? Yeah, okay, so you guys can try this. Because in your P5 syllabus, you don't cover average, okay? So I'll change this question. Yeah. Yes, Tick Queen, for P5, you don't learn ratio and average. Yeah. So that's why I changed this question. Instead of average, let's find the total. I think Ray, you got gotta try again, okay? Take a closer look at the bar graph, at the numbers. Zizazo, 13,000 I don't think is gonna be the answer. Oh, 1,300 is it? No, I don't think so. Maybe you can try again. Gabe, 981 is definitely not the answer. Wongs, I think you gotta take a closer look. Yeah, Jacinta, they shifted ratio and average, yes. Likely to P6 lah. So I'm not sure if the diagram is too small for you guys. Are you having trouble seeing the diagram? Maybe I can zoom in a bit for you. Hopefully that's better. I zoom in a little bit. Apple user, you gotta try again, okay? Zizazo speed went to sec 1 ah. Yeah, so I think likely they are removing speed, okay, for P6. So good for you guys if that's the case. Then you don't have to do speed question anymore. Oh, okay, yeah, Wong's. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's go through this. I'm just going to list down the numbers for each month first. Okay, so for January, that's 200. February is going to be 350. March is 400. And then April will be 250. Yeah, so for each of this gap, it is 50. Okay, so each gap is 50 for this bar graph. Since I changed the question to total, so all you need to do is to add up these four numbers. Yeah. So let's take 200 plus 350 plus 400 plus 250. Yeah, so your answer here will be 1,200 as the answer. Those of you who say 1,300, 1,400, I mean, it's probably just a careless mistake. Yeah. So just add it carefully. Lily, yes, we're doing primary 5 right now. Zizazo, the average will be 300, yes. Yeah, if it was the original question, then yes, the average is 300. Yeah, but I mean, for P5, they don't learn average, so that's why we had to change the question. Okay, so I'm going to write the final answer. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so you have another diagram over here. And the figure below is divided into 20 equal squares. How many more such squares should be shaded so that 70% of the figure is shaded? Right, so you can try this and then let me know your answers. You do need to do a bit of calculation for this. Tick Queen, yes, that's right. You would divide by 4 if they were asking you for the average. That's right. Flying Goddess, I don't think 140 is the answer, for this question. Yeah, okay, so continue trying. Lily, I don't think you're supposed to use calculator for this question yet. We're not at problem sums yet, right? Yeah, so you have to do manual calculation for this, huh? B, I don't think, are you sure that there's a half over there, B? Okay, so let's go through this. Tick Queen, you like this question. Okay, that's great. So firstly, I'm going to find out how many squares will there be, okay, if we are trying to shade 70% of the figure. So 70%, you can write it as a fraction, 70 over 100. Okay, then the keyword of means multiply. and the figure refers to the 20 equal squares. Yeah, so you will do this calculation and then you can cross cancel, okay? White Lily, see you next time. Thanks for joining us today. Okay, so let's do cross cancellation. I will cancel the 0 top and bottom. You can also cancel the 0 diagonally like this. So 7 times 2 will be 14. Okay, so this means that in total you want 14 shaded squares. And then you can count right now how many shaded squares are there. Okay, so let's do that. Shaded now. Okay, so I will count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can 6. Okay, you can combine the triangles, right? So this 2 triangle, you combine it, you get the 7th square. And then you have another 2 triangles that you can combine to get the 8th square. Yeah, so right now you have 8 that's shaded, but in the end, you want 14 to be shaded. So how many more should you shade? Okay, so Apple user, that's correct. You would use 14 minus 8 to get the answer. Yeah, so that's how you get 6 as the final answer. Yeah. Yes, Flying Goddess, that's correct. 6 is correct. Lily, I think you mean 14 minus 8, right? Not 6, right? Okay. Lily, will this come out in the exam? Yeah, Lily, this question is actually quite common. This type of how many more should you shade, that kind. Take Queen, if this is MCQ, you feel that you don't need working. This is not MCQ lah. Yeah. Zizazo pattern will also come out in exam. Yes, you are right. Pattern is quite common, especially in P5. Yeah. So for pattern question, usually it will come out as a problem sum. Okay, a 4 or 5 mark question. Flying Goddess, why do you need to know this question, is it, in your life? That is a very good question. Yeah. Oh, okay, Lily, this type of question you can do. That's good. Zizazo pattern, just use the formula. Yes, yeah, you're right, Zizazo. I think most pattern questions, you can apply some sort of formula. Yeah. Alright, so let's move on to our last question. So that is our problem sum. Okay, we only have one problem sum today. So just now somebody was asking me for model question. This question, you can solve it using model. Yeah. So Mr. Chan had a sum of money at first. He gave 2/5 of it to his wife. He gave 3/4 of the remainder to his 2 children. Each child received the same amount of money, and Mr. Chan saved the rest of his money. He saved $378. So how much money did he give to each of his children? Lily and Flying Goddess, will we end early? Seems like it, huh? Yeah, I mean, since we're only left with one question. But those of you who didn't manage to do the question beforehand, then of course I can give you a bit more time to try it now. Lily, how do people do so fast? Because they already downloaded the worksheet beforehand. So they already did the question beforehand. Yeah. So I know some of you are trying to solve the question on the spot. That's okay. Yeah, I'll just give you a bit more time to do the question. Apple user, don't need to send your answer too many times. Later TikTok think that you are spamming and then TikTok might block your comments. Yeah, so you can just send it once, it's good enough. I do see your answers. Lily, you wrote on paper. Yeah, no problem. Zizazo, okay. Yeah, you want to use multiplication of fractions for this question also can, but later I will go through using model drawing lah. Yeah. Notification, is this percentage? Is this percentage? No. This fractions, right? Yeah, this isn't testing your percentage. SK, is there Kahoot? I think you mean. Yeah, no, there's no Kahoot today. Sunny said you saw this question on your mock test. Okay, yeah. It's quite common this question. Okay, so for P5, for problem sums, they do like to test you remainder concept, which is what this question is testing. Okay, so over here I'll write remainder concept. That's the main thing in this question. Lily, you have your exam on 20 October, is it? Okay. You still have some time. Okay, so for this question, you can either use multiplication of fraction, which I think just now Zizazo mentioned he or she is gonna use. Okay, you can also use model drawing, so I will show you using model drawing, okay? Because just now somebody asked whether we will go through model question. Alright, so if I draw a model over here, I will first split it into 5, okay? Because the first fraction, 2/5, the denominator is 5, right? So in total, you split it into 5 first. Yeah, so something like this. And out of the 5 units, he gave 2 units to his wife. So you can label that this is for his wife. Yes, Lily, you can just use fractions, multiplication of fraction also can. So after I allocate the 2 units for his wife, then you see that there's still 3 units that's left. This 3 units is known as the remainder. Okay, that's the remainder. So then the question says that he gave 3/4 of the remainder to his 2 children. So if you look at the denominator 4, it means that your remainder should be split into 4. But right now the remainder is 3. So how are you going to split 3 into 4? It's a bit difficult. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to drop the remainder down. So I'm just going to draw the same size, okay, for the remainder. Okay, so some of you want to split it into 12 also can. Yeah. So for me, I'm going to drop the remainder down, make sure it's the same size. Then I'm going to split the remainder into 4, okay? Yeah, like this. So after you split it into 4, out of these 4 parts, he gave 3 parts to his 2 children. So let's label that. This is for his 2 children. And then he still has 1 part left, right? So this 1 part over here is what he managed to save for himself. Okay, so he managed to save $378, okay, which is this 1 part over here. Okay, so based on this, they want to know how much did he give to his 2 children. So from the model, you can see that 1 unit equals to $378. And for his 2 children, he gave them 3 units. Okay, so you can find 3 units. You just need to times 3, right? Yeah, so this is a problem sum. You can use calculator. This will give you 1134. for the 3 units. So you just need one more step, okay? So this 1134 is for his 2 children. If you want to find each of the child, you just need to divide by 2. Okay, so 1134 divide by 2. And then that's how you get the answer. Okay, 5, 6, 7. For the final answer, of course, please put the dollar sign, $567. And that's it. Okay, so it's actually not that tough, this question. You notice that this is a 3-mark question, okay, so it's not too difficult. Wong's, how much did Mr. Chan give himself? Then the savings of $378 is for himself. Yeah. Louis, yes, this is P5. Kiki, you don't understand it? Oh, okay. Kiki, you probably missed out the front part of the explanation. Nakamoto, guess and check. I wouldn't suggest you use guess and check for this, for this question. You can either use model drawing or multiplication of fraction. Yeah. I don't think this question you need guess and check. Flying Goddess, Mr. Chan so pitiful. Oh, okay. He got no money, is it, for himself? Oh, okay. Alright, so anyway, that is our last question for today. So I will see you all 2 weeks later. Okay, if you want to join for the P4 math, okay, we have another teacher who is teaching the P4 TikTok. Okay, so that is teacher Sherilyn. I think next week she has a live. Yeah. Okay, so you can join her TikTok live as well. It should be next week, Zizazo. Which day I'm not sure. I think it might be a Friday next week. Okay, so I will see y'all 2 weeks from now. Okay. Oh, thanks, Wongs. I appreciate that. Okay, so everybody have a good weekend, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye bye. Okay, see y'all in 2 weeks. Thank you, Flying Goddess. Yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Okay. Thank you also. I'll see y'all. Bye.